Okay. Oh,
I
shit.
did not like the ending to this match at all.
No, the ending to the match was bad, but the whole match itself was fine. I thought their Raw match was better. Obviously, Becky Lynch defending against Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan should have won, like 100%.
Yeah, they're not gonna get that belt off of big time, big bitch Becks. But
big bitch Becks, your brain just froze there because you're trying to figure this out. Did you want to try that again?
Yeah, I need a glass of wine. Anyways.
Right. So obviously, Becky Lynch hit manhandle slam. Her feet were supposed to be on the ropes, but she was too short. She couldn't get them.
Right.
So it was a clean pin. It was a.
That's right. This was the one that was this is one that was actually a clean pin.
Yeah.
And then the
It was trying to do the ropes again, like they did the first time. It's like
right.
if you are not comfortable with doing something like that, you should have done just a roll up.
And what happened was the announcers, I think, were instructed to make it seem like, oh my God, she used the ropes.
Well, because that was the initial ending to the match,
right? But
it
didn't
obviously
happen.
just botched up to hell. So Liv Morgan kind of looked like a wuss, and that sucks.
Yep, there you go. Another star in the making. This is ruined, and she'll be future endeavored here. I hope pretty soon.
I hope so too. All right, Peanut Gallery, let's make this shit majestic again. I'm going to say with this, and I'm going to be totally honest with you. And I think we were talking about this.
Yeah.
WWE always books a really interesting, dynamic, good thing when under pressure at the last second of something outside of their control.
Okay.
Roman Reigns getting COVID and having this five-way and how they booked this was awesome.
Uh-huh.
Not Roman Reigns getting COVID. I don't want Roman Reigns getting COVID. But if that did not happen, this just would have been a standard show. I don't think there would have been anything special with it. And I think what happened with this, adding more people and having the match that we had, everybody thought it was great.
Right.
And it was really good. It was an 8-minute match, but it was chaotic. This was a 5-way. Have a chaotic 5-way, and I loved it. It was so easy. And we're simple people. Wrestling fans are simple people. And WWE, once again, pulls off this. And another example of them booking something awesome at the last second was when half of their fucking roster was stuck in Saudi Arabia and they had to do NXT.
And again, people are like, well, why aren't these other stars getting anything? When Big E was WWE champion, he was not drawing people. I'm sorry.
Bobby Lashley was drawing people.
Lesnar, that's why they gave him the title.
Right. Lesnar was added to the match because he was there. And I think you're right. They have to start thinking about Road to WrestleMania now, and Lesnar has to go in there. If he's going to be still within contract, he has to go in there with a champion if he's going to be active on the roster.
Yep. Kevin Owens, very lackluster as a draw. Seth Rollins, not very good as a draw.
Big
E, not very good as a draw. Bobby Lashley, a little bit better as a draw. Brock Lesnar, big draw.
Right. And that's why Bobby Lashley will face Brock Lesnar, because number one, that's going to cater to both audiences. People want to see Lesnar Lashley.
Yeah.
It's obvious.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have done anything different with this. I thought, given the circumstances, this was the best they could do, and I was very happy with it. I was very satisfied.
Absolutely.
The fuck up.
Yeah.
If
fucked it up.
If there was that fuck up did not happen, I would have called the audible. I would have said, hey, have Liv kick out of the manhandle, do the roll-up in a different spot. Becky Lynch and Liv Morgan, they have good chemistry. They had a fucking fun match.
Again, there were so many tropes with this show.
I felt so bad. And guess what? If they weren't going to do that, this was Liv's time. Have Liv win the belt. People...
Yeah, they're gonna want
People
to...
were behind Liv Morgan. People
I know.
wanted to see Liv Morgan win this belt. But
again...
Who's going to face Becky Lynch now?
I think that the plan is to have a program with Bianca Belair going up to WrestleMania, but...
Again?
Uh-huh.
I like Bianca Belair, don't get me wrong, but this was Liv's time, and now it's like, okay, well, then what? You need to think 6 months ahead, and they're not doing that.
Oh, no, they're not.
And they're fucking stupid for doing that. I don't mind Becky Lynch being the champion, but you need to know when to drop it. And we had the same problem at WrestleMania when she beat Shayna Baszler in 2020.
Yeah.
That was Shayna Baszler's time, and where the fuck has Shayna Baszler been? She hasn't sniffed this.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, fuck. I like Becky Lynch, but know when to drop it.
Right. And this was not the time to drop it.
This was the time to drop it. This was 100% the time to drop it.
No, I'll debate you forever with that one.
No, this was Liv Morgan was too popular. People did not like Becky Lynch as champion. It's status fucking quo.
Yeah, that's pretty much what WWE likes. They
Do something different. Have Liv Morgan win the belt. If it fails, it fails. But how are you going to know if you don't give her a chance? She got the people behind her. People wanted to see her win. What the fuck?
Hey, again.
That's how you make that shit majestic again. This is wrestling. You need to take risks.
I understand, but remember, Liv Morgan will move about as much merchandise as a bologna sandwich.
How do you know that? How do you know that if you don't give her the platform to do it? She's been doing awesome. Her promos are getting so much better. Her in-ring work is good. Her selling is top fucking notch.
Yeah, but WWE doesn't like
They
her,
don't want to do it because they want to be careful. And that's not what wrestling is. Wrestling is not a careful industry. Take a risk.
Well, Becky moves more merch.
Ugh. I don't even think she has a new fucking shirt out. Fuck her.
Yeah?
Anyway,
this match was,
Edge Miz, I loved this.
Oh, no, it was a terribly executed match. It was not their best work.
It wasn't their best work. But
I hated the run-in with fucking...
The Beth Phoenix thing was very weirdly timed.
It was.
But I do like the dynamic difference there. I wish that happened on Raw. If that happened on Raw, we would have a totally different conversation right now.
Okay. And here's a couple of things about these storylines going into it. Again, so many tropes, it's not even funny. You've done the wedding vow renewal. You've done the slime. You've done all this shit. Why are we seeing the same things over and over and over again?
Because they're playing it safe. Because guess what? Edge is wrestling. People want to see Edge.
Right.
And guess what? The Miz returned. It's a good, safe rivalry because both of them are good workers. They're both competent. They both have good mic skills. Here's the problem. The order of operations of what happened are skewed. Beth Phoenix's return should have been on Raw, and then they could have done the singles match.
Right.
And have the women at the corners and done the exact same thing and had a better experience.
Yeah.
They didn't do that. They wanted this big thing with Beth Phoenix. And I don't mind.
Again, pay-per-views are not the place to do storyline progressions.
Unless the match is over. If the match was over and then Beth Phoenix did that, would have been a different story.
Yeah, and
it was during the match.
Playing the theme songs in the middle of matches, I'm sorry, it just doesn't work.
Do the theme song after. Big pop. Huge
Right.
pop. But no, they wanted Beth Phoenix to be on the ramp and then the theme song. Why?
Right.
You already spoiled the surprise.
Right. Yeah, he spoiled it.
You should have had
Right.
the theme song should have been the pop.
Yeah.
Boom. Beth Phoenix's theme. Oh shit. That's big.
Right.
After the match where Maurice comes in because Maurice interfered in the match.
She didn't do a very good job interfering
Right.
in the match, but she interfered in the match.
Right. Have that Edge, pulling off the victory or even Miz pulling off the victory.
I mean, the only reason Maurice is on TV right now is because there's a new season of Miz and Mrs. coming out. That's
right.
the only reason why.
Right. It was the order of operations for this rivalry were skewed.
Yes.
I think they can recover from it because I'm still interested, but it's going to take very meticulous, careful work. And I think what they're going to have to do is really have this slow burn until Mania.
Right.
This is not a Royal Rumble. Let's play this out. Let's enjoy the experience of these couples really having this competition.
Right.
Don't over-egg this.
Right.
And if they wait until Mania, you have time to build something good.
Right. Right.
And they're just not going to do that. You just know they're not.
No.
Street Profits should have went full-fledged heel here. That would have been better. And I think they should have done dirty tactics and won the belts. That would have been cool.
They should have. And again, the only reason that Riddle and Randy Orton are tag team champions is because they are merch movers, because they are needle movers. The Street Profits, I'm sorry, are just not that way.
If you gave them that platform, they're not doing that. How can you know if you don't give them a chance? And that whole thing was the Migos. Like, I'm sitting there, I'm like,
yeah. Let's talk about this stupid.
So
again, WWE does this. They've been doing this forever. Doesn't mean I like it. I don't like it at all, actually.
So they had this stupid chode group, the Migos, come out, and Randy Orton and Riddle won because the Migos liked them. That was it. Because then they had that big moment in the ring.
Again, it's all about the moments.
God.
It's all about the moments. It's not about the match.
Nobody.
It's not about the wrestling with WWE. It is about the moments. That's it.
If you wanted the Migos out there, have like the Street Profits like do something heelish against them. That at least would have made that thing memorable. The Migos coming out during an entrance that they did not sing, and they do the same thing that Riddle and Randy Orton do. That's not a moment.
Yeah, it is.
It's a waste of time.
No, it's a moment. WWE enjoys it.
Yeah, they enjoy it. That's not a moment. A moment is Bianca Belair winning at WrestleMania. A moment is Brock Lesnar winning the WWE champion. You know why? Because people wanted to see that. That's a moment.
But
the Migos coming out and doing a horrible Randy Orton fucking impression is not a moment.
Oh, hey, again, you're not the audience. You're not the target audience here.
I am the target audience because I have to sit here and bitch about it. We're trying to make this shit majestic again.
I understand that. So let's get rid of the moment.
Everything about this is horrible. And the fact that Drew McIntyre, the hottest thing that they had, got hurt.
Yeah. And it wasn't even during the match. It was after the match.
I thought the attack was to write off McIntyre.
No. The attack happened after the match.
Yes, the attack happened after the match.
But that was not to write Drew McIntyre off. He did not get injured in the ring. He got injured in the segment that happened afterwards because they're trying to continue this rivalry. Again, pay-per-views are not places to continue rivalries. They're places to end rivalries.
Or even start rivalries, not continue rivalries.
Right.
And now you injured one of your hottest acts.
Pretty much.
He's hurt.
Yeah. But it's okay because he was doing stupid stuff with that stupid sword anyways. I hate the sword prop shit, man. They need to get rid of it.
Yeah, I hate it too. It's so stupid.
Is that the only thing that Drew McIntyre is good for? You're again.
He's not.
Again, you're trope Scott with his trope sword doing trope things.
Right. The kilt is one thing because it's not a main focal point of his.
But see, you can't come up with anything. You can't come up with anything more creative other than using the sword as a prop.
Right, a sword, Angela, that was named after blank, that has a fucking. As soon as they mention the Loch Ness Monster tooth, my entire interest in the sword.
Died.
It died.
Right. Yeah, that was a long time ago, but I still remember that.
Right.
Yeah.
It should have ended right there, but they didn't. And now he's with this thing with Madcap Moss and Happy Corbin, and then they fucking injure him.
Oh, yeah. Madcap Moss and Happy Corbin, that's a group I want to be involved in. Jesus
right.
Christ.
They needed a day one match, and now you injure Drew McIntyre, who honestly was the only person who could credibly face Roman Reigns at Mania.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's not too hurt.
We don't know yet.
But neck injuries can be that. Mm-hmm. And we don't know the extent of the injury. It could be a stinger. If it's a stinger, whatever. Give him like a month off.
Right.
Fine.
Anyways, but yeah, that's kind of what happened there.
This whole thing fell a death, and now you probably injured Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, you killed the storyline along with it, but okay, we've
done.
seen this
We're
match
done with this
a million
match.
times.
You know it's going to be a good match, and you know it's going to be a good match.
Right.
And fan-fucking-tastic. Number one, King Woods. Stop. The crown is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It looks so stupid because it looks like a McDonald's Happy Meal.
And what's stupid too is whenever you put the crown, you adopt some stupid accent too. It's like, come on, people. We've done this a million times.
Here's the difference, and I'm going to use King Booker as an example of it doing right. You know why? Because he was a heel.
Yeah.
If King Woods, if they wanted to do something, have King Woods get drunk with power.
Right.
And start making weird decisions and have him, you either do it all or you do none.
Right.
And guess what? If you're going to be a king, people think of the king as a bad guy.
Right.
That's what it's supposed to be. Make him heel.
No, they don't want to. You know why? Because the New Day, spoiler alert, moves merchandise.
Of course it does. I know it does.
That's why Big E is still the same way that he is. Even though he's not part of the New Day, he is very much a New Day guy.
Right.
They're not going to get rid of his act because it sells. It's
right.
money.
Right. It sells.
The New Day sells.
But then why did Xavier Woods win the King of the Ring? It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. It's not supposed to. It was just a moment.
If you're gonna have that, just
again moments. tropes.
I hate saying this because I like the New Day better, but I think they're doing it better with Queen Zelina.
Queen Zelina sucks.
Yeah, but the thing is that it's heel heat. It's more successful because she's supposed to be the drunk queen with power, and she's actually winning matches.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
She has not lost a match, since winning this.
Here's the thing about this, though. Zelina Vega, her in-ring skills are mediocre at best, and
it doesn't matter.
Her fucking character work?
It doesn't matter.
Terrible.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't matter. You know why? Because number one, she's winning. She's a champion.
Okay.
And she has not lost since it. Number two, she's a heel. And I think if she forms like a little group, it can work.
Yeah, with the 3 women remaining on the roster, right?
Yeah, exactly. And with like Carmella, which I don't particularly like, but whatever.
I hate Carmella.
I do too, and they're on Raw because we have to listen to Corey Graves.
Yeah. So anyways.
Fantastic. We're not done yet. We have
I know.
one more. This one is just out of a poor thing of circumstance. Number one, why wasn't this match? Why is this on a pre-show?
Because WWE does not care about Cesaro. WWE does not care about Ricochet. And
you know why? Because they weren't built with them.
No.
Sheamus, he had some experience in the Indies. I think like 3 years, but he was there. Rich Holland actually has more experience out of there.
But all their characters are very boring compared to what else you see, like WWE wise.
Right.
Like they're boring characters.
Right.
And it's not a mark against them. They're just not built. All these characters, besides maybe Sheamus. Sheamus, I think, can move merch, but these guys just don't move anything.
Right. Well, there's always been proof that Sheamus can move merch.
Yes.
Because that Great White stuff, he was a huge merch mover. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? When he was babyface at that time, it was fairly big.
Yeah, but anyways, the point is that these people are just not cared about. So they're putting some random
poor Rich Holland. I don't blame Ricochet. I don't blame it at all because you know why? Because wrestling isn't ballet. You're gonna get hurt. It just happens.
Yeah, but you know it was terrible going into it. Terrible match. It just doesn't make any sense.
Somebody got hurt.
Yep.
Now, luckily, it could have been a hell of a lot worse. It could have been like an orbital bone break. Rich Holland's probably going to be out for a month.
Yeah, but
it could have been so much worse.
It's just the same old shit.
It's the same old shit. It's
Yeah.
100% the same old shit.
Yeah, this rivalry is going to go nowhere because everyone's going to be in the Rumble, and that's
right.
not it.
We're booking to the Rumble. Why are you starting rivalries? It doesn't make sense. The main focus should be the Rumble.
Yeah, no.
Nope, of course not. Anyway, so next week, what are we doing?
Well, we are going to do 2 of the 3 nights of Wrestle
No, we're
Kingdom.
doing all of the 3 nights of Wrestle Kingdom.
We discussed this. We're doing 2 of the 3 nights next week, and we're going to do the 3rd night the week afterwards because we also have to watch Impact Wrestling.
Oh, that's right. Hard to Kill's coming up. When is that? I don't even remember.
That's next weekend.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the 8th.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. So I guess it is.
So we're going to do 2 of the 3 nights.
Apparently Tiger High can't pay the fuck attention.
No. So we're doing 2 of the 3 nights of Wrestle Kingdom.
Well, you see, it's not here, so that's why I don't care.
And we're going to be doing Impact Wrestling's.
So we're doing both. We're doing 4th and 5th next week, and then we're going to do 8th and Hard to Kill the week after.
No, we're going to do the 4th, the 5th, and Hard to Kill next week. Then we are going to do the 8th, and I think there are a couple of other things going on at the same time.
Okay, apparently I need to get organized in my
Yes,
brain because
you
apparently
do.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
So
anyway, we got a lot going on.
Right, if you guys enjoy this. So number one, because he and I are in the same thing, I'm going to be setting up the stage differently. I just didn't have time this week. So this will be changing.
Why?
Because Tiger Hyde is not over there anymore.
Oh.
We have to modify some stuff because both of us are there.
Oh, that's right.
So we need to make sure that we have some updated card things with
the cards,
social media. Yeah, that's why it's going to change slightly.
Ah, perfect.
So yeah, this is going to be a little bit different. But if you did enjoy this, remember to like, subscribe, share. For the show, I just want to continue to grow. We're doing really well. Thank you all for the support. If you want to become a patron and watch the shows with us, you can. The link tree will have all the links for all of our social medias and all of our Patreons. And as always, be
majestic.